Are you ready to take your small business digital marketing to the next level? From social media strategies to email campaigns, there are endless possibilities. Learn more on the couch, do your research, sign up for the CRM, and begin your journey. Let's make our mark together, creatives.
Hello, everybody. It is me, Lady Hell, and I am so excited that this evening, those of you who are already starting to pull up for the session after school, listen, I'm excited to see y'all out here. Today we got some people who are in lab with us, and then we have the rest of you who will be online. And if you're part of the AI lab, you do get the opportunity to actually come inside of the Zoom room. I'm just going to share my screen with real quick with you, because we're going to get started exactly at 6:30, and I'm going to show you, some of you like, how do I get access, etc. Well, I'm going to share my screen. So as I'm sharing my screen over there, I see I got, oh, that's just me with some little comments um going on over there. But anyway, as I share the screen with you, I'm gonna go over here, and there's, if you go to creativespaceacademy.com, okay? If you go to creativespaceacademy.com and you click on pricing, right? Well, we have three different plans: starter, creator, and the ultimate creator. The starter plan gives you access to the AI lab. It's $49. Even if you go to my community, it's $49, but it's better to just to go through here real quick. And inside of it, we got some extra amazing bonuses that comes with that. You're going to get a social media, you're going to get a bonus social media planner. You're going to get access to a contact management system. So basically you'll be able to arrange your contacts when you're getting emails and stuff like that. You're going to get the access to the 30-day content generated, the access to the 30-day content script generator. Okay. And you get 24/7 email support. And also, guess what? As we're learning this stuff, you like, Lady Hell, I'm going to need some help. I'm going to really need some help doing this. Guess what? We have a discounted VA support help at only $12 an hour. So really cool. Come over here, get signed up for the lab. You'll get the interest there. Okay. Some of you who have already joined our lab, you have your access and all that good stuff over there. But if you visit hub.creativespaceacademy.com, okay, only thing you have to do there to get access is inside of the hub, which is hub.creativespaceacademy. We have some different communities, as you know. We have the marketing hub, so it's not going to be in there. Okay. We have the creative AI. All right. And you do have to be a member to be in there. If you've already paid for it, you have your access, all of our VIPs. You guys all have access to it. I see Miss Van Teresa coming in. Hello. You have access to it inside of there. Coach E is coming in the building as well. Good afternoon. We're gonna get started about right at 6. there, it was my screen didn't come up, so I'm not for sure why my Zoom room didn't come up over there. But y'all know what? Um, we always make it happen over here as well. So I'm sorry about that for those of y'all who are watching. Who are watching on the who are watching on the thing, but um as we're getting that, give me 1 second to just get that back right, and then we're gonna get into it. You hear me? We're gonna get into it over there. And those of y'all who are in the chat on the Zoom over there, just be sure to go give Coach E a follow and make sure that you are subscribed to all of her I have to press stop over here. To all of her stuff. Okay. Make sure you should I'm just gonna stop this stream real quick, and then I'm gonna turn this off and turn this on. And then we're gonna get back to the folks online there. That was my bad. I think everything should be rolling. So I'm gonna start to share my screen in just a second. And if not, I'll share my screen over here as well. Okay. And if y'all can hear me in the comment, that was my bad section. Okay, there we go. We back on, y'all. I'm gonna start to share my screen. Cool, we back on in just a second. And if not, I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen over here as well. Okay. And if y'all can hear me in the comment section. Okay, there we go. We back on, y'all. We back on. Cool, we back on, and I can mute this over here. So we're back on suited and booted over here on the Zoom, and we are ready to rock and roll. So if you're watching on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, any of those places, right, like that, please let me know exactly where are you watching from, because I would love to hear where you watching from. Put your city inside, excuse me, put your city inside of the chat. I'm gonna put a chat bot on here, and then we finna get ready to rock. And when I tell you we finna rock and roll, y'all, we're about to rock and roll. I just have those over here so I can see the comments over here. And then it say size are coming. We're just gonna make it a little bigger so we can see them. Okay. And then we're gonna put them over here, and we're gonna go. All right. All right. So we've been working with ChatGPT. So that is what we are going to that's what we're going to be working with today. So if you have your ChatGPT, you can go ahead, pull it out, and get ready to flow with us. Okay. So we're gonna be working with ChatGPT tonight, and working with ChatGPT tonight. Everybody should already have an account at OpenAI. It's chat.openai.com. That's chat.openai.com. And I see him. We got Houston in the house, and she says it's raining. Oh my goodness. And when it rains out there, it definitely pours. Coach E says she is in Dallas. We got Dallas in the house. We out here tonight at the Creative Hub out here in Flower Mound, Texas. The girls are next door as well. They're listening and seeing us all over here. We're doing some amazing things. I'll tell y'all about that a little later. And everything, but I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. All right. So on the screen with me, I want you guys to go over there to chat.openai.com. Okay. When you go to chat.openai.com, what I want you to do over there is that I want you to log in. Okay. I want you to log in. And once you have logged in, using your credentials. I had to reset my credentials earlier. Oh man, they say you preferred one time. Oh, I have my authenticator on there because I didn't want anybody to get a hold to my GPT, and I have it locked down like Fort Knox, Fort. Okay, there we go. Okay. So it's always good to have an authenticator on your ChatGPT that just keep it locked down, that keep it secure, so nobody can go in there and try to jack up anything. But when you go in there, the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go over here on the side, and we need to well, first of all, we got some settings that we need to set up real quick. So what I want you to do is I want you to hit on your over here, okay? And then you're gonna go down to settings. And under the settings, what I want you to go to first is going to be security. Okay. Once you go to security, I always recommend that you turn on multi-factor authentication. And when you click on there, that's just for your security, okay? MFA, which is called multi-factor authentication. Basically, what it does, guys, it enhances your account security by requiring a second step to verify your identity during the sign-in process. And once this is enabled, MFA is activated across all of the OpenAI sources, services, including ChatGPT, the API platforms, and also the labs. And once the MFA is enabled, you will always be prompted to enter a one-time code from your authenticator app. Okay, and there's an app there, and I'm going to show you how it looks there in the App Store. I'm going to my phone mirroring thing, and it's connecting to my phone there. Okay. Oh man. Let me come out of here. Okay, sorry. All right. And so there's an app inside of the App Store. So if we go in here and we go to the App Store over here, there's an app that's called Google Authenticator. Okay. And if you put Google Authenticator, what it does, it does it on a time-based thing. It'll look just like so. And when you download it, you just log in like with your regular Google account. And as you see, I have a whole bunch of different stuff that has 2FA on there. And the reason why is, again, it keeps your account secured, and everybody in if somebody does not have permission to be inside of your account, guess what? They have to have that code there in order to get into it. So you want to make sure you lock down your Chat GPT. Okay. The next thing I want you to click on, is going to be on personalization. Okay. Right here, I want you to turn on your reference memory. So this is what's going to help the chat remember what you have been talking about. Okay. This is what we call in this world, is what we call a context window. And a context window is the amount of memory that it has. Okay. So think about it like your brain. Your brain has long-term memory and it has short-term memory. So when you turn on, like if you turn this off, it's only going to have obviously I got this on, but if this is off, then what's going to happen is that it's not going to remember stuff. But if you turn this on, it's going to be able to recall. So it's going to be able to recall things that you said to it in the past. You also want to turn on your reference chat, right? Because maybe you and chat was going on and on and on, and maybe a couple of days ago it told you something. He was like, hey, remember when you told me this, yada, yada, yada. But if this is not on, it's not going to be able to recall that memory from its long term. It's only going to remember things within a short window of time. So you want it to be able to do that. And right here where it says manage memories, right? You can go over here and you can also delete stuff you don't want it to, remember or whatever, right? So you can go in here as well and manage some of those memories that's been back there. Okay, so that's memories, because the chat, it does have what we call long-term memory and it has short-term memory. Not to go like really deep, but yeah, so you know what it is. Okay, now here, let me go back on the customized instructions. Okay, we're going to come back to this traits in this here, but the first thing that I want you to do, I want you to tell ChatGPT what you want it to call you. Okay, I will tell it to call me Lady Hell. Okay, and then here where it says, what do you do? You're going to tell ChatGPT what it is that you do, right? And so here I said, Crystal, Lady Hell is a master marketer, tech strategist, and ordained elder on a mission to help creators, kingdom-minded entrepreneurs scale from scattered to systemized. With 15 plus years of experience and the founder of the Creative Space Academy, she blends automation, AI, and anointing to drive results, from launching global platforms to generating 7K plus in monthly recurring revenue. Lady Hell empowers clients to build businesses that blesses both bank accounts and the kingdom. Whether coaching, teaching, or preaching, she turns visions into victory. So here, you can constantly like change this and stuff and just really describe what you are. But basically right here, you need to let ChatGPT know what do you do. And notice that in there, I was very specific with what I do. I told it how many years of experience that I had. I told it that, hey, I'm a master marketer. I'm also a tech strategist. I'm an ordained elder, da, da, da. And I gave it stuff so it would know exactly what I do and who I am. Okay. The next thing are going to be traits. All right. And we're going to come back and fill this out. But for right now, I just want you to tell ChatGPT what to call you, and you can tell it what do you do. Okay. And again, you'll always be able to come back and adjust this accordingly. Once you have done that, just for right now, I want you to make sure this is enabled for new chats, and I want you to press save because we're gonna come back to it. Because when we tell it about the traits and anything else that it should know, we're gonna need we're gonna need it to give it that information, and I'm gonna show you how we do that. Okay. So now that we have that as well, you can also, if in the general settings, whatever the theme, you can have it light, right? Or you can have it dark. I like it dark because I got old people eyes and it's just better on my eyes. On the notification piece, you can tell it, hey, you can give me push text notifications, push or emails, etc. We kind of went over this, but we haven't finished this. On the connectors, so this right here, this is how ChatGPT now can actually access other information, and it just really makes it smarter. It's up to you what you want to do with it, right? So if you're like me, you got some things on GitHub, guess what? You can connect it to your GitHub if you have a GitHub. You can also connect it to your email because there's some really cool things you can do with email now. You can connect it to your calendar. You can connect it to your Google Drive, and you just go in and you sign in and you connect it. There are other things that you can connect. If you're on, you can connect your Canva. You can connect your Dropbox. You can connect your Outlook calendar. If you're on Teams, SharePoint, Outlook email, I don't Box, HubSpot. So if you're on this HubSpot CRM, you're able to do this. I don't know what Linear is because I don't use it, but these are some things that you're able to connect. And now it's going to basically, you are feeding ChatGPT a little bit, probably a little bit more information, but to help you do what you need to do. Okay. Another thing is data control. Okay. On here where it says improve the model for everyone, turn this off. Okay. We want this off. Your voice record, include your audio recordings? No. Include your video recordings? Absolutely not, right? We don't want this on. The reason why we don't want this on, because again, if we're going to train it for absolutely free, because I know how we get when we are doing these things, we are also you're sharing your intellectual property. And if you turn it on, you're sharing your intellectual property with everybody. And you don't want to do that. Maybe there might be some things you don't mind sharing. But if it's something that you're developing and you're using strategically for your thing, then no, you do not want to share your intellectual property with other people. Okay, you don't want to do that. And here it got how you manage your shared links, your archive chats. You can delete all your chats. You can export your data and all of that. We went over the security. We went over the security piece as well. Now, for those of you who are on the profile set, who are all the plus, okay, because there's different prices. You have the free, then you have the plus, and then you have the teams plus, and then there's another one called I think it's called operator or something like that, and that's $200 a month. I personally don't pay for operator because I don't use it, and I haven't really seen a need to to necessarily use Operator because it doesn't, to me, doesn't do something that I can't do in another program at this point. But maybe in the future, if they improve the model, personally, yes, okay? So on your, if you're gonna be creating GPTs, we'll get in, I think in September, we'll start getting into some GPTs there. But you need to put like your name, who you are, what you want your name to be by, right? Your links. So I have a link to my website, a link to I have my LinkedIn connected. I have my GitHub repository connected. I have an X account, but I'm not really on X, so I don't want nobody following me on X. And then I have one of my emails there where if somebody wants to get in contact with me or something like that, they absolutely can. Okay. So thus far on the chat in the Zoom room is there. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. Do anybody have any questions right now? Okay. Do anybody have any questions right now? I see Vantrisa. She says, is this recorded? Yes, ma'am. This is absolutely, yes, ma'am. This is absolutely recorded. Yes, ma'am. This is absolutely recorded. All right, so we're gonna go to phase 2. Put the number 2 in the chat if you're ready. Y'all hold up a 2 over here. Those are in the space over right now. If y'all ready to go to phase 2. Phase 1, we secured our chat GPT. We told it what to call it, and we told it what we wanted to do. And now it is time to get into phase 2. All right, so phase 2, we're gonna get chat GPT to talk like us. Okay, so here we go. We want ChatGPT to talk like us. So this is the prompt that we are going to put put in. Okay, you're gonna say you are a professional ghost writer for Crystal Crystal Hale. She is also known as Lady Hale. I am going to upload 2 of her transcript. Can you write ghost writing instructions that I can hand off to any professional ghost writer to write in her style and her tone? Okay. So I'm gonna put this in the chat. So those of you who are on the Zoom, you can have this thing here. Okay, I'm doing this as I go. That's the beautiful thing about the lab, guys, is we're able to do this stuff as we go. So I'm gonna chat. Okay, and this is the prompt. Okay, that is the prompt. So please be sure to copy and paste that prompt. This prompt will also, I'll have it in the hub as well. And I'll put it right here. See, I'm telling y'all we're going to do it as we go. So I remember to do it. All right. So prompt 1 from Ghost Writing. So if you are in the hub, you have access to that. You'll have that. If you're not in the hub, get in now. All right. If not, just press pause and play. But it'll be there. So anywho, what I'm going to do is that I am going to take 2 transcripts from where I talked and I'm going to load it in here. So inside of let me find a transcript of mine. I know I have one somewhere. I just don't want to log myself out. Okay. So I'm gonna go into my recording there. And I also have it where I can view some of my previous recordings. And on my previous recordings there, I can just take I can just take I can just take a transcript from here. So it don't matter if you use EV or if you use like what's another one that they use StreamYard or something like that. You can download the transcript. I'm going to Lady Hale stuff. I'm just gonna label this tonight's class so we'll know where it is. And oh my goodness, I put that in the wrong spot. Okay, we'll just put that over. I meant to put it here. Lady Hale stuff. Zero zero. Let me put this here. I just gotta make a folder. 00. Come on. Here, new folder. Oh my God, it's not even letting me be great today. New folder, create. All right, we'll just have it there. We know it's in the untitled folder. So I'm gonna take the SRT, okay? And then I'm gonna get another one. And do you have to have like an SRT of your teaching or something like that? Nope, you don't necessarily have to have one. Okay. But this is great because once you have these transcripts there, it's able to read it, but you can copy and paste maybe something like an article that you wrote, Facebook post that you wrote, okay? And I'm gonna tell it, I am loading two of her transcript, just like so, okay? And when I tell it I'm loading two of her transcripts, only thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna come over here, I'm gonna grab transcript one, and it reads SRTs. At first it didn't. You used to have to transcribe it. And then I brought the second one. And I said, and then I'm gonna tell it also, here are two of her latest social posts. I'm gonna say post one. I'm gonna go to my Facebook, and I'm just gonna go inside of my group there, Creative Space Academy for Beginners. And I'm gonna do my okay, cool. I'm gonna do this one right here. I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, da, da, da. I'm gonna say post one, and I'm just gonna post one. And then I'm gonna say post two. Okay. So now I'm giving it as much data as I possibly can. So let me just find something else where I wrote something just a little longer, just to show you, it doesn't necessarily have to be, because I get it, everyone is not speaking right now. All right, boom, post two. So it know my cadences, it knows my voice, and I'm gonna say post two. And now it's going to tell me, I'm gonna give it to it. And right now, ChatGPT, he said, all right, let's get this done right. And ChatGPT said, here's a set of clear ghostwriting instruction that you can hand to Amy, I was supposed to say hand to Amy to ensure she captures Lady Hale's voice, rhythm, and authority. Use the uploaded transcript and the style in her recent posts as live proof of tone. Okay. So ghostwriting instruction for Amy. Okay. Your client is Crystal, Lady Hale, also known as Lady Hale. The purpose to ghostwrite content that sounds exactly like Lady Hale is in the room, coaching, correcting, and calling the reader higher. Okay. So now what it has done, it has given me my tone. Okay. It gave me my tone and my voice. Okay. It gave the structure. It gave my style elements. It gave me my writing examples, like for my latest post, and how to use the transcripts. Okay. Um, Final delivery must sound like this in the non-negotiables. Okay. So let's go through and see. And y'all can put a one in the chat or something. And if you're watching online, let me know. You think this is kind of accurate? Is this kind of accurate of me or and whatnot? I got some people on there. Who's that? All right. What's up, Lane? Lane from Meridian, Mississippi in the house. I'm telling you, if y'all is looking for a personal development coach, Lane is your girl. Hey, 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 it's Miss Lane. Okay, let's see. Let's look at it. All right. So it says ghostwriting instructions for Amy, blah blah blah. Okay, so it says tone and voice. It says my tone and voice is big sister meets bold coach. It's conversational, direct, faith-filled, never passive. Uses real talk, modern slang, human and kingdom principles. Active voice only, present tense, everything's feel urgent and happening now. Feels like a mix of coaching session plus church talk plus business masterclass. Now, if you kind of know me or you've been around me for a little bit, does this y'all gotta let me know. Does this sound a little accurate? Put a one in the chat if that sounds like a little, if that sounds a little accurate for Lady Hell. Put a one in the chat if you. Just say yes, yes, indeed, yes, indeed. The girls are holding up ones, talking about, yep, that's her. All right, all right, all right. Listen. Listen, it say, oh, okay, okay, let's see, did it? Okay, Ventrisa said, Lori said one, Ventrisa said one, the girl said one. Okay, that's cool. So we'll keep that. Then it says number two, her structure, the health step model. Every piece of content must follow this. Oh, y'all ain't gonna lie, it got me good on that one. Every piece of content must follow this flow. Problem, call out the pain point plan. Principle, anchor in truth, business principle, scripture, or life lessons. Process, show them how to fix it or move forward. Practice, end with clear, do now steps, action, or call to reflection. No fluff. Every line must, good God in Zion, every line must move the people to action. Put a one in the chat if that sounds like hell. If that's what I do. Do y'all think that's what I do? Do y'all think that's what I do? The girls are saying one. Lori is saying one. Let's go to Facebook. Let's Facebook. Latanya Shepherd saying, um, listen, Lane is saying that's a one that sounds like me. Okay, it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, let's see. Now I might have to update my little style there. Okay, so here we go. We got three the style elements, and it says short, punchy paragraphs. Uses phrases like "Let's be clear," "Hear me," "Put a one in the chat," "Sis," "Y'all." Okay, yeah, that's me. I ain't gonna lie, that's me right there. And she said it says uses metaphors from everyday life. An example: garage hustle versus warehouse, comfort zones, faith and funnel. Yeah, I use that. If quoting scripture, only use it to build systems or mindset shifts, not to sound deep. And ends with bold lines, reflections, or call out. Never fade out and never fade out weak. All right. Those of y'all who know, do that sound about right? Is Chatty on it? Is Chatty on it? Put a one in the chat if you think if he on it or he kind of missed the mark there. I think he on it. What y'all think? Facebook, let me know over there. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Let me know over there. What y'all think? Okay, Lori said one. The girls said, okay, all one, two, three, four. They all say, okay, cool. They say one over there. All right, cool. So it got my elements. It got me down. I ain't gonna lie, Chatty got me down kind of good. Now it's gonna say writing examples from her latest post. Okay, so from the writing examples from my latest post, it says she tells personal stories, raw, honest, and flips it to teach, and I do. She uses spoken language on purpose. Y'all at everyone sign the paper. So I'm speaking to particular people on purpose. She isn't afraid to say pull up, runway, hey Jen, voice me. She uses hashtags to wrap up key points. So if I'm like, something with high level, it'll be like high level, you're certified high level admin, yada yada yada. Now it's telling it how to like write those write like me, okay? And then it says how to use the transcripts. And then remember the transcripts that I loaded. And it says the transcripts are real coaching and teaching moments, pulling the phrases, what do you say? The phrasing she naturally repeats, her rhythm of telling a lesson with personal receipts, her style of dropping a bold mic drop mid storyline, a mic drop line mid story. She shifts from a story to a direct, you need to do this now. Use this to keep her signature speaking voice intact on the page. Okay. And then it says, thank you. Then it says, final delivery must sound like this, raw and real. A reader must hear Crystal's voice. Moves from problem to principle to process to practice. That goes back into the health step method, which I'll tell you about. Feels urgent. You want the reader to get up and do something. Remember, I'm always saying, making sure that there is a call to action. You know what I'm saying? Like a call to action there. In every post or email should feel like a Holy Spirit. Ooh, Jesus, come on here, Chatty. Um, should feel like a Holy Spirit push and practical business coaching in one. Okay, that's pretty good. And then it gives us the non-negotiables. Don't over polish her words. She's not corporate. She's in the room. And you right. She's not corporate. She's in the room. I'm getting excited just reading this. No passive voice, no long paragraphs, no quotes or scripture just for flair. Use it to build systems, right? And it's all throughout that language. It's letting them know, hey, what she's talking about, she's literally talking about building systems because everything is revolving like around a system. Anyway, and if you're stuck, read this transcript out loud. If it doesn't sound like her talking to her people, rewrite it. If in doubt, what Lady Hale said exactly like this out loud to her cohort or out loud to her cohort in a room. If not, fix it. Okay. And so this content belongs to Lady Hale. If you need clarity, email ladyhale@csamasters.com. Ready? Pull up. Let's get uncomfortable. Okay. So this is pretty good. It's give a great description over of my style, right? And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to copy this because it's really good actually. And I'm going to go over, excuse me, to Google Docs. Once I go over to Google Docs, I'm going to create a blank document. On here, I'm just going to say Lady Hale Ghostwriting Instructions. Okay? There's a method to the madness. I copied that, so I'm going to paste all of that over here. Okay? But the next thing that I want to do, I'm going to go over into Chat GPT and then I'm going to say, can you write this style in first person so my ghost writer understands? Okay. Now I'm going to say, I want you to write this in first person. Okay. Because I don't want it to sound like it's from somebody else looking in. I really want it to sound like that it is me. Okay. And so once I do that, there you go. It goes and it says, it's like, hey Amy, it's Lady Hale here. When you write for me, I need to feel like yada yada yada. Okay. So I'm going to do this. I'm gonna copy this as well, because it just put it in first person. So when we go back into the instructions and give Chatty the instructions, it will write and it will talk like us. But you're gonna need this later, okay? So that's why I'm telling you to do it later. I mean, to have this, you got to write an instruction. I want you to do another blank document, and I want you to write your name, but I'm gonna put Lady Hale's. Let's put summer 2025, so I know when I did this. And if I can spell right, summer 2025 voice, uh first person voice. Okay. And then the only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get what I had over there. Now is written in the first person. The reason I have y'all write this in the first person, especially those of you who are on Zoom, because I'm going to have you reference this in a project in the future. Okay, you're going to have to reference this in the project in the future, and I don't want to have to go back over and be like, oh. Guys, we got to go over doing your voice, because the only thing I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna say we have already done this. You can go into the lab. You'll have the video right there, and you can go and refresh it. Okay. So while we're doing this today, you already have it done. So when we get to this part, I don't want anybody to feel left behind. So if you're watching the replay, if you're watching this like on social media, go ahead and join the lab, because you're gonna get access to all of this stuff. Because I do, after 24 hours, I go and I delete this, right? Because this is premium. This is premium When I say very premium content, it's very premium content, and only those in the lab will have access to it, unless you're a member, like on our YouTube page. And if you're on our YouTube page, of course, y'all already know, once this go down, I don't even keep it up for 24 hours on my YouTube page. It'll go behind the membership over there. So, okay. And I think the membership over there is $10. But I'm telling you, you want to spend the money, come on, get the $49 plan so you get hooked up and you'll have access and you'll have you get I'm telling you, it's a blessing when you just sign up over here in the community. All right. So we're gonna have our first person voice, and now we're about to go to phase 3, and we're gonna tell GPT how to write with us. Put a 3 in the chat if you're ready to go to phase 3. Okay. In part 1, we secured our GPT. We put a code on it, all that good stuff. I got some threes. All right, I got some threes. All right, now we're ready to go to part 3. Okay, and once we go to part 3, see, I'm good. Y'all, look at this. I'm telling you, I'll be trying to teach in an hour. I've been working on teaching in an hour, right? Because I know time is very precious. All right, cool. Miss Latanya said, Chatty got you down. Yes, when I tell you it does got me down, I mean it really does. Chatty, man, listen, Chatty got me down. All right, so now it's time to go to part 3. All right, so now that we have all the stuff in here, we're gonna go back over here to our okay, the girl said 3. All right, y'all ready? All right, let's go. All right, so you're gonna go over here and click on your name over there. And once you click on your name, you're gonna go to settings. Now we're gonna go back to where it says personalization, which is right here. Under the personalization chat, we're gonna click custom instructions, and we're gonna turn it on. All right. So what do you do? We already got that with your name. What traits should it have, right? So I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to go to my thing. So I'm going to say, I'm your big sister, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to get this part. I'm going to copy that inside of there. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to push this. Then I'm going to go through again. And then I'm going to say my structure. La, 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 la. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to put that in there. But I'm going to take off this, this stuff, because we don't need that stuff. Now, it does only give you a certain amount of traits, you know what I'm saying, that you can do. Every problem, la, 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 la. Okay, we got that. Then I'm going to go back over here and la, 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 la. And I think, okay, I got my voice, my structure, my style, this right here, we need that. So I'm just going to copy. All right, and we're going to put that there. Okay. These are the traits that it should have, right? So I say, hey, I'm your big sister coach. I do not blah, 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 blah. I have all those things right there. Then it's going to say, is there anything else that that it should know about me, right? And so I like all of this stuff right here. This is from my old one right here. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep this because I want to keep that. But I'm going to go over here where it says how I talk. Okay. And I'm just going to put that inside of there. All right. And sometimes, again, if it goes over, it says it's too long or something like that, is important. Like the Health model says, is IP. If ads content belongs to Lady Hell, please contact, la, 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 la. We'll take this out because we don't need that in there right now. That's for something else. I teach CRM, my teaching styles, problem. I always include problem, principle, process, sprinkle metaphors, human scripture, close with action, reflection, never end without a next step. And let me go over here. How every piece should feel. I'm going to copy that. and put that in there. And then I'm going to also copy my non-negotiables. Okay. So here, because I actually like that. That was pretty cool. And again, I always say, don't get stuck. Like right now, it's telling me I didn't use too much word. Okay. But don't get like, you can always adjust this. Like to me, the traits probably stay about the same, but sometimes you might want to adjust your other things that you want ChatGPT to know about you. And you can always turn these on to the web search code, canvases, advanced notes, but we're gonna use that stuff later. Now, once you have given it that instruction, now ChatGPT is set to write literally like you. So if I started a new chat and I can tell Chat and I can say, hey, I'm saying, can you write me a social media post using my tone? Okay. I have also put, I'm gonna say I'm also loading my ghostwriting instructions. Let's do it first before we load the ghostwriting instructions. Let's see how it does. It says, can you write me a social media post using my tone, saying that the AI lab is open, leading to a CTA to sign up today and be a part of the first 100 clients for only $49 for life. After 100, it goes back to $99 a month. Lock in your pricing now using NLP. Okay. So now it says, okay. He says, okay, now look here. I'm gonna read this and y'all put a 2 in the chat if it sound like me. All right. I'm gonna like, okay now. I'll say, okay now. Y'all hear me loud and clear. The AI lab is open. This is your This is your garage hustle. Oh goodness, that's not something I would say. Maybe that don't sound right. I'm gonna tell it right now. That don't sound right. Like me. I'm like, that don't sound like me. And he says, got you, sis. Let's run this back in your voice. Real raw. Watch this. Y'all, the AI lab doors just swung open. Hear me. This ain't no maybe. This is your warehouse blessing moment. We're talking about real NLP, real AI, real systems. So you stop hustling blind and start printing results while you sleep. Being the first 100, you lock in. You lock in at $49 for life. After that, it's $99. After that, it's $99 a month. No questions asked. Don't play with your price. Don't play with your future. Lock in today. Click the link, get in the lab, run your business smarter. Comfort zone who? Faith and Funnels, AI Lab, Scale on Purpose. This is okay. That is not me. Okay. So since it's not kind of getting my style right now, what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna go to what I just did real quick, and where it says like Lady Hell's ghostwriting, this one here, I'm going to save this as a file and I'm gonna load it to it so it can get it right. So I'm just gonna say download, and I'm just gonna download as a PDF real quick. And when I download this as a PDF, because I'm like, hold up, you still not kind of getting my style. Let's get this right. Okay. And I'm gonna tell it, okay, say, hey, okay, here is my style and tone using my ghost writing instruction. I never encourage hustle. I encourage systems. Okay. And so once I do that, I've uploaded the thing. I said, can you rewrite based off my writing instructions? Okay. And this chat is getting to know me because I never did this chat before. All right, sis. So here's how we fix that using your true style, the health style model, and all. Okay. The problem, y'all sitting on the same old manual hustle. hoping for overflow, but ignoring the tools that make it move for you. The principle, let's be clear, systems win. You don't pray for kingdom growth and run your business on sticky notes and burnout. We build strategy. We build flow. The process. The AI lab is open. Real NLP tools and real automation, real peace of mind. For the first 100, get in for $49 for life. After that, it's $99 a month. Lock in now. The practice. Pull up today. Don't circle back later. The lab is ready. The price is set. The question is, are you? Sign up now. Be the first 100. Comfort zone who? Faith and funnels. Systems over strength. Come on, Chatty. Chatty did that, didn't it? All right, now I probably would, now I'm going to tell it, don't write it like that. Okay? And I'll say, I like that, but do not put the health stuff. Okay? Just the words. This is powerful. And also, many may not know what NLP means. Okay, break that down in common terms so they know what that is. And I'm gonna say and add emojis because I want this, like this is something. Okay, it say, okay, now let's run that black clear, come and watch this, yada yada yada. Okay. All right. So now, and you see what happened after I actually gave the language, because this an LLM, y'all. Let me get nerdy real quick. An LLM stands for language learning model. That's all Claude is. That's all ChatGPT is. That's all Anthropic is. All this stuff is a language learning model. And in order for the model to understand what you have going on and how and how you talk and stuff like that, you have to train it. So when I gave it, I mean, I put the stuff in there, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. It's hit or miss. But when I actually gave it a copy of the PDF of my style, y'all seen how quickly it began to do that, right? And so it says, y'all stuck. Now let's read the post now. And this is something that I could post. I'm looking at it. Let me tell it no dashes, okay? I don't know why the thing like writing with dashes. And I'm gonna say no dashes, okay? Cool. It took the dashes out. And I'm like, y'all still doing it all by hand, praying for overflow, but ignoring the systems that make it flow? Let's be clear. You can't build kingdom wealth on sticky notes and late night. Systems win every time. The AI lab is open. Real tools, real shortcuts. NLP means using smart words and strategies that help your content connect, sell, and sound like you. No robot mess. It should say the first 100 to lock the first 100 lock in for what? The first, not even to say the first, I want to say the first. The first 100 lock in $49 for life. After that, it's $99 a month. Seats, what? Seats gonna mean price gone. Okay, we gotta adjust that. That is kind of how I talk, where I'm like, what the hell is she talking about? But we'll adjust that. It's like pull up, click the link, claim your spot, build smart, build now. Comfort zone who? Faith and funnels systems work. Okay. I'm just gonna tell it. Okay, let's adjust this. And I'm showing y'all this in real time. Oh, good. Look at here. I'm still on time because we're about to close out. Okay. All right. This part, can you rewrite? Because I didn't understand it. I didn't understand this. It should say the first 100 people to sign up for the AI lab get a lifetime price of $49 per month. Okay. After the after the first 100 lab members, the price goes back to 99 $99 per month. So at member 101, the price will change to $99. So lock in your spot, lock in your price. Okay, so I'm telling it what I wanted to say. Okay, she said, all right, Fizz. The first, okay, now write it now. Now put it all together so I can copy and paste this. Okay. So boom, 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 boom. Now it's beginning to shape up. Okay. So it says, y'all still doing it all by hand, praying for overflow, but ignoring the systems that make it flow. Let's be clear. You can't build kingdom wealth on sticky notes and late nights. Systems win every time. The AI lab is open. Real tools, real shortcuts. NLP means using smart words and strategies that help your content connect, sell, and sound like you. No robot mess. The first 100 people to sign up for the AI Lab get a lifetime price of $49 a month. Once we hit member 101, the lab goes back to $99 a month. So so lock in your spot, lock in your price, pull up, click the link, claim your spot, build smart, build now. Comfort zone, who? Faith in funnels, systems, work. All right. So that right there, ladies and gentlemen, sadly I must leave. I will watch the replay and set up everything. Have a great evening, everyone. You have a wonderful evening as well, Vantresa. Okay. Faith in funnels, who? Faith in funnels, what? Listen, when I tell y'all that didn't sound like a robot, right? That didn't sound like Chat GPT. Okay. That didn't sound like that because it took my tone and my voice. And I can tell this thing, create me 5 posts. Can you create me 5 posts? Can you create me 20 posts? Can you create me however many posts? Talking about that with a call to action, yada yada yada. Right? I can tell it and it will begin to write in my tone and my voice. I can tell it, can you write a blog? And it'll write that blog in my tone, in my voice. Okay. We got 7 more minutes. So I'll show you what I mean. Put it on the screen and I'm gonna tell it, can you write a short blog? Okay, can you write a blog telling individual professional women who are wanting to learn AI to enhance their business, the benefits of the creative AI lab at the $400 a month. We will be learning in again automations, Lovable, Replit, vibe coding, all things AI from entertainment to software, and end with a CTA to sign up today. Okay. I just told it, write me a blog. All right, sis. Okay. Da 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 da. All right. No. Okay, at least 1,500 characters. Okay. We tell at least 1,500 calendars. Bam. So write me a little blog. It says, you're a professional woman with a real business, but you're stuck spending hours doing tasks AI could handle in minutes. You got a vision, the skills, the receipts, but you're drowning in busy work that doesn't build legacy. Hear me. This next season is not about working harder. It's about working smarter. The Creative AI Lab is where you will learn how to flip AI from that scary tech thing to the system that runs while I rest. No more guessing, no more piecing together half-baked YouTube video tutorials at 2 a.m. inside the lab. I break it down step by step so you can actually use AI to bless your business, your clients, and your time. And here's what we get inside the lab. You get NAN automations, all those repeat tasks that eat up your day. Automations, you're gonna build workflows that run 24/7 while you sleep. Lovable, a crafted content that sounds like you, not a robot. That's not a content. Lovable is a thing. I would need to fix that. Replit, build simple softwares and apps with no tech overwhelm. Vibe coding, explore AI for entertainment, music, storytelling, and more. This just isn't for techies. This is for the CEO, the coach, the creator, the mompreneur, the minister, you. If you can send an email, you can learn this. The first 100 women to sign up and lock in at $49 per month for life. After we hit 101, the prices go up to $99 a month. No back doors, no, can I get the older rate? Stories later. You can't pray. Well, you can't pray for overflow and keep ignoring the system that makes it flow. You can't keep saying next time and wonder why you're still stuck in the same spot. Pull up, click the link, get in the lab. Let's build smart, build strong, and build kingdom wealth on purpose. Comfort zone. Who? I like that. Faith in this and that and the third, right? That was impressive. That was crazy. What I tell you, that was crazy impressive. I can't wait to see the things that you create tonight by going in, getting ChatGPT to write and talk like you, using your talk and using your tone. And if it did like us, like we put in there and it's like, I was like, wait a minute, that don't sound like me. Adjust it. Download that PDF and say, this is my tone, this is how I talk, yada, yada, yada. Give it the instruction. So it'll stay in the instruction because what you give it is what it's going to put out. And if it's put out them dashes, say, don't write with dashes. Okay. Tell it don't write with dashes. And it's going to like put your productivity on 100. Okay. Let me go over here to the Facebook and before I let them go, and those of you who are in the inside of the lab here and on Zoom, I'm gonna shut it down for questions, but let me go over here. Let me give an outro over here real quick. And I thank you so much for tuning in to the Creative Space Academy today. So let me go over here to the NAN, sticky notes and burnout. Listen, you hear me? The sticky notes, sticky notes and burnout. I think that has been a lot of us, right? That has been a lot of us. All right. So if you are watching on here today and you want to get access to the AI lab, I want you to make sure that you go over there to the creativespaceacademy.com/pricing. I'm gonna put it in the chat in there. On Facebook. I'm gonna keep this up for 24 hours. For those of you who are on YouTube, this will be in the premium content there. But come on in the lab. Get the access, get the pop-ups, get access to the actual learning labs. If you're here in the DFW area today, we're in Flower Mound. We might be in Plano next week. You never know what we're gonna pop up, but we'll pop up somewhere near you to make some things happen. And I'm just gonna put the website on there. It's creativespaceacademy.com/pricing, right? And you'll be able to sign up. So that is in the that is in the chat over there. So I want you to keep creating, use what you learned tonight and make some major moves, okay? Because if you can train ChatGPT to actually talk like anybody that you know or anything like that, you can also do this as a business. You can become a virtual ghostwriter for different stuff. But again, that's when I'm about to get off. But yeah, meet us over there.
Are you ready to take your small business digital marketing to the next level? From social media strategies to email campaigns, there are endless possibilities. Learn more on the couch, do your research, sign up for the CRM, and begin your journey. Let's make our mark together, creatives.